What's up, everybody? What's up, Zach Gamers? I know it's been a minute since I've talked to y'all, but I've been making those Phasmophobia videos, and I get straight into it. So today I'm playing a game which was suggested by my boy, old Dilly. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. I'll put it in the description down below, and make sure y'all subscribe to mine as well. Today we're playing Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cup. So let's get right into it. He said it's something he wants to watch me play, so let's see what he got for us.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Are we at night or something?
You're here to slay her.
Oh, never mind.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Yeah. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Are you being smart with me?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Wait. Hold on. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. But then he says she's not dangerous because she's locked up. She's not dangerous. What?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
How do I know you're not the dangerous
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
So it lets me do that, but not with this.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Don't tell me what to do, bro. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. Can't someone out? I thought I already said. The end of the world. Let's see what.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Is it just they're gonna make me say what they want me to say?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
So why are you just talking to me now, though?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, no, buddy. How I know that I go slay her and then y'all don't give me the reward? This is different, okay. But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, don't it? Can't do someone. Okay, so I'm gonna go with if you don't tell me why
she's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
What? Bro, I'm only at the beginning and the thing's confusing me. She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. So I'm gonna assume it's like a split personality kind of thing.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Bro, you ain't making no sense. You want me to kill her but won't give me...
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Can I slay
anything,
you?
Slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Bro, you did not just say that.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Bullshit.
I mean...
Skipped it by accident. I mean, maybe some people do. Like, whatever, are very, very evil people. But surely you're not one of those, right? Nihilists. What the heck is a nihilist? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be? But, yeah.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
That sounds like Cap.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Yeah,
you make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You sure? Sounds like you don't know what you... But I don't know. I don't know if you're a villain or what.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'll take it for precaution.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Yeah, I'll just walk, because I don't know.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to kill you. No. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to steal your nerves instead.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
No way, you crazy?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Don't be dumb,
Don't
buddy.
you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Hell no.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she's just bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. I don't want to slay her too early. I wonder if I should drop it and see what happens.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No.
Then I'm not talking to you.
And I'll slay you. Squint at the princess while holding the blade. Just slay her.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's
heart. What the hell am I supposed to be? Look like I'm a monster myself.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor. The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Oh, shut up.
A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Bro, I ain't listening to nothing you say. I'm just telling you that. Let's just go to the cabin, because I know what happened.
A warning before you go any. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. so don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
No,
Crystal, let's just get on with it all.
I ain't listening to y'all idiots. I'm doing it my own way.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
It's different this time.
The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Yeah, there is.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it.
Okay, I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I didn't see that one. I care about whether I'm being lied to. You're right, it doesn't matter. Bull crap.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
What?
You take
I'll take it with me, just in case. But I'm gonna try to talk to her this time, y'all. I'm gonna try to get
her fierce voice carried.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Yeah.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
I told you, see.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You forget I killed you already once.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Bull.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting giant demon lady. Bye. Let's see. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wonder if I should fight her again.
You look exactly the same. Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking. Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
If you don't want to be free, then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Ooh.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part.
I mean, it's
Don't be
not.
such a coward. I'm just being
shut up.
cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life. We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
I haven't decided what I'm doing. Attack the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon.
I'm sorry, did I hear that right?
I'm gonna try to
Did
free
you just
her.
say you're going to try and free her?
Yep.
She doesn't even want to be free. Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work? I mean, we have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah? While she's trying to kill you.
True. Why is it scared?
And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here? Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it? No, it's not.
I don't know. Let's
Actually,
try.
no, you're not. I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything.
Can you let me do what I
Until you
want?
come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place. What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll.
Exactly.
Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See? I can make you do whatever I want. So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
The princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return. Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
Exactly. I'm gonna free her.
You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally! I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
Slash across her wrist, her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears. It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
Everything goes dark. Really? In just one blow? Yes. Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over. It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
This narrator sucks. He just wants us to do what he wants.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there. You're strong, but you're bullheaded. This isn't a fight, it's a puzzle. She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage. I hate puzzles. I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind? Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter
Now we got a
about
new
it.
voice.
We're getting her out of there. After that, we're seeing what happens. Are you insane? Do you
We
have
just
any
tried.
idea how dangerous that would be? If she gets out of here, that's it. Game over. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Liar.
Enlighten me then. I have no memory of meeting you, but you've clearly seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. You'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here. So where does that leave us? It leaves us exactly where we started, and where I'm sure you've already been before. The princess, left unhindered, will bring about the end of the world. You have to put a stop to her. The only way to do that is to slay her. Screw it. I'm sick of this smug asshole telling us what to do. If you need help busting her out of there, I'm your man. Welcome aboard. And if things go bad once we get her out of the cabin, well, at least you'll be able to get the fight you wanted. The rest of you had better keep those two in check. They're far along the edge of a dangerous path. Don't let them go any further.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. But do we know it's her? For all we know, he's in control, pulling the strings to make us too afraid to do anything but slay her. For all we know, it could be us making the changes. Exactly.
Yep.
And at least
They're
as
not
things are
lying there.
now, there's no way for us to know. But the
It could
world is
literally
clearly not as it
Be
seems.
putting an image
can't
in
trust
our head,
anything
making
until we
us
learn
believe
more.
there's no other way but to slay her.
If you question reality itself, there's not much I can offer in the way of persuasion, but do consider that it probably isn't helpful for
I
anyone
bet
to
he-
doubt the ground they stand on.
But if I don't agree with the plan, what if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see the through, silently proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this, bye. We could just leave, but we ain't no pussies. We going in.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. There'll be time for that later. For now, you know what you have to do.
Let me guess, different.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Up to you if we want the blade. I think we can goad her out of here without it. Take it!
You never mentioned the mirror. That damn mirror's back, but there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end. Take the blade, approach the mirror.
It looks that way, sure, but it vanished the last time we interacted with it. Until proven otherwise, we shouldn't assume that it's real. A fair assumption, especially since I can assure you that there is no mirror. The
Oh
only
my
thing
God,
at the
here
end of
he
this room
goes.
is the door to the basement.
There he goes again with the no
If there's
mirror.
a door on the other
shit.
side of that thing, let's just smash it. Let's see if it stays there before we make any rash.
We're gonna approach the mirror and nothing's
You
gonna
step
happen.
forward and approach the door to the basement,
Hesitate.
hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's
This
right
is
in
really
front of you.
persuasive. I give him that.
This really is just like last time. Can you really not see the mirror? Or is pretending it doesn't exist another one of your rules? There isn't, is it a rule to say that there isn't a mirror when there's clearly one right there? Because if it is, it's not a very good one. I'm inclined to agree, but we don't know how things work here, do we? Just smash it already.
I'm smashing it.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Dale, I'm gonna stop for a minute and say, when you told me this game was gonna mess with my head, you were right. Because I'm so confused. Let's proceed.
Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
I got damn mirror that
Before
keeps
you is what may
disappearing.
as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough
I'm in the
footholds
new
that you'll be
area
able to
every
clamber your way
round.
to the bottom,
Every
but it
chapter.
will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet,
I mean, guess the
like the
princess
breath of an
lives at
enemy
the
locked in
bottom.
close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce
I
and
just
impatient,
realized we didn't
echoes
take the
from the
knife.
chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
She hasn't changed as much as she did the time before. She still wants a fight, which means we still know her. We can use that to our advantage.
We didn't bring the knife. If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? Are you sure you still want to fight?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Nah.
Don't worry about the chains. I've got a plan. Yeah, we'll just have to get her to break them. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. We best remember how to get back up. The last thing we want is to be stuck between a wall and a raging devil.
Does she look the same?
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
Good. You don't even have to goad her. She's doing it all herself. Let her break those chains and then run. Lead her out of here. She'll chase us without a second thought. You know what? I should have tried to intervene earlier because I can't let you do that. I won't. Tough shit. We're the ones in control here.
I like I like the voices.
It's not the... Yeah, doesn't feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does it? Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Okay, she's taken the bait. Now let's get out of here.
Run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
We're planning on it. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Sure, we don't want a weapon. We don't have time. We just have to get her outside. That's what matters. You're making a mistake. You stumble as you reach for the blade. In most circumstances it would mean nothing, but in such a confined space, a lost...
So you do want to fight me? Good.
Your body pulls taut as her hand wraps around your... Before you can even try to pull away, she slams you into the wall, your head bouncing dangerously. Shit. We had a plan. We should have stuck to it.
Why does this feel so empty? Why does it feel so wrong?
Hold on.
This isn't how things are supposed to go. This is so cold and disappointing.
Your body still reeling from the impact, your eyes fall on her fist as it drills towards your skull with lethal intent.
What? Beck doesn't come. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her
She's gone.
place.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Supposed to look at the mirror.
I'm
approach
begging
the
you,
mirror.
don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Approach the mirror. Reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. What? Why do we look like that? You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Where do you see a cabin? You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? A fragile event. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What
I
are
am
you?
solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think of?
I think that you are like me.
Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow
Shallow.
creeks.
Just let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You sent me to slay the princess. Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Sure, your body. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
It could be in an alternate dimension, not ultimate. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? I know only that they are. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
I want to forget. How many more pieces of you do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So confusing.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay, I'm ready. Wait for it.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
I know the game did not just crash on me. What the hell? This game just crashed on me. In the middle of recording, the game crashed.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Wait, was that supposed to happen? That was supposed to. She just closed. What? Wait. Whoa. Did she just close my game? You just closed my game. Dill, you're gonna have to explain some stuff to me when I get done making this video.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
What's up with me dying? I swear, I keep on dying.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess you're here to slay.
I get it. No, you can skip previously seen dialogue, my hidden tab, okay. We just gotta go to the cabin because we've already done this. Okay, we're gonna enter the basement.
Her voice softly carries.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I wonder if I should examine it or talk to her first, because I mean, I know she's bad, but I want to try to get all. Yeah.
You're only making this more difficult.
Shut up, narrator.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, well, I've died every single round, so why not die again?
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Check upstairs, maybe the key's still lying around there. If not, I can at least find something.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hit someone else here. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Oh, shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Look, I've died every round. Why
Fine.
not?
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Bro, get out of my body.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't want to get out alive.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Because of you.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Don't even start.
If you don't, it will be the... My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts. You've got it. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother to do anything? No, I'm just gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
You already said
and she will
this
do...
stuff.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this on pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the...
Oh, shut up. I'm like fed up with you. You got me killed. You're the reason I died.
The interior of the cabin is clean and the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want
what's right. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here, in which case she'd be lying to you because, again...
Okay, we're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to... This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror and
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity.
Yep.
We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
No,
you take the blade. I suppose. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. There's no use arguing over motivations.
Can't go back, can I didn't mean to take the blade. I meant to leave the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Shut up, narrator.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
What's up with you, smitten?
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far.
Pull yourself
We barely
together,
even know
mate.
the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Oh, shut up.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
He's the reason we got killed.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I love smitten. On again. There we go.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Oh, do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator sent me here to kill you, took over my
Another
body.
version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Don't know about
Do you
it.
think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Sadly, because you don't shut up.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
You know what, Smitten? I like you. You need to stick around. Oh, me, do I have... Okay, I already read that. I have to ask, did you end the world after?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that
No.
just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I have no feelings one way or another about the world. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them. As much as I want to put that, I'm not going to.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure. Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Bro, shut
Don't you
up.
see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
True.
I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her binding. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we do next. Yeah, let's do
That
that.
sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
But don't you think if we keep her happy, then she
We
won't
have
kill?
each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Exactly.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Mm-hmm. I think I've got this.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending. Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Yeah, well, we ended up in the same
I'm
place.
cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, the old things again.
She's gone. And is that a...
Let's just go and approach the stupid mirror.
This doesn't feel... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
Just touch the mirror, blah, blah, blah. It's us. You've grown. You find yourself in a long, quiet lane once again. Approach the cabin. She's there at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
Go on.
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Oh, okay.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Now we got a lot of questions to ask. This is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around you. Why can I not do the same thing I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
I like that idea.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new...
Do you have any thought on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
So are you just taking these people's heart?
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Good to know. Good to know. I don't want to hurt you, but more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
It goes dark and you die. Alright guys, I'm ending this video
You're on a
here.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
This again. Okay, we're gonna end
And
it
in the
here,
basement of that cabin is a princess.
If y'all enjoyed the video, y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn that notification on. Let's keep building up our channel. If y'all haven't already, go check my boy old Dilly out. His channel gonna be in the description below. Let's thank Dylan for suggesting this game. This game has got my head spinning in circles, confused. But I told him I'll try it out, and he told me exactly how it was gonna go. That's gonna confuse me, and I'm gonna be like, wait, what the hell is going on? And they sure in the hell did, so thanks Dylan for that. But y'all have a nice one. Make sure check out both channels, subscribe to both. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more content. You know what it's all about. Y'all be easy to